Welcome to Beardy, Bruce Lee Central.
Look how ripped Bruce
Brian,
Lee was.
this was something that you cannot imagine. This was, every nerd had a hero. Every immigrant had a hero. See, all four, forget the Game of Death with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That's a horror show. Just watch this one. Look at this. That's what he does. When he meows is when the fight starts. Look at him, dog. He had like 6% body fat at this time. This is where all these movies are stolen from, and they can't even steal them. They don't know why they even did this.
Look at Bruce Lee's getting into his fighting stance.
Look at the cap. Bam, bam, bam.
They're both throwing front leg roundhouse kicks to open up with and front leg side kicks. No one's hit anybody. They're blocking everything. Oh, Chuck Norris scores with a wheel kick to the face and smiles. People really don't appreciate what he did, because what he did was introduce martial arts in an exciting way to the whole world.
Yes.
Everybody was wearing kung fu outfits, martial arts classes.
Yes.
Everybody wanted to be like Bruce Lee. He was the coolest guy that ever existed in movies.
Oh, and everyone thought they were Bruce Lee,
Yeah.
by the way. I remember getting my first pair of nunchucks.
You know what that was?
What?
The triads got him.
Do you think so? You really do?
You know those people? They're Sicilian, dog. Listen, you know what? I'm going to kill you and your son.
Really? You
And
really
they
think
did it.
that's what it is? 'Cause I'd heard that that Bruce Lee died from some sort of an allergic reaction to a drug or...
People don't understand. We're a little too young for it, but people don't understand what an impact Bruce Lee had when he was doing the Green Hornet. When people saw him do martial arts moves the way he did on screen, like people wanted to... I mean, you have to think about how many people would watch a TV show back then. Like, if you had a TV show, there's only like 3 different things to watch, right? Like, if you had a TV show, you had the entire country watching one of 3 things. And if you had a big show like the Green Hornet was.
The Green Hornet aired on Sunday nights. So it was like stealing.
Welcome to Bruce Lee Central, the biggest Bruce Lee channel on the planet. When you think speed, you think Bruce Lee. Bruce is widely regarded as the fastest human to ever live, and with good reason. His body was sculpted with speed in mind. He trained every inch of his body with the sole purpose of developing his twitch muscle fibers. At his peak, Bruce had only 0.3% body fat. That's the same body fat percentage as 8-time Mr. Olympia Ronnie Coleman. Now, combine that with brutal accuracy, power, and skill, and you have the most incredible martial artist to ever live. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the top 5 times Bruce Lee proved he had superhuman speed. Number 5. The time an audience member challenged Bruce Lee to a speed contest. An audience member was watching a Bruce Lee exhibition in California. He wasn't very impressed and decided he was fast enough to block Bruce Lee's punches. Bruce Lee invited the man down to the stage. What followed was complete humiliation. The audience member failed to block any of Bruce Lee's punches. Not a single one. Number 4. The time Bruce Lee used real nunchucks in Game of Death. Everyone told Bruce Lee he couldn't use nunchucks at high speeds consecutively and accurately for more than a second or 2. Well, Bruce went on to prove everyone wrong when he used his nunchucks at high speed, consecutively, effectively, and accurately for 6 seconds. Even to this day, Bruce Lee is considered to be the only martial art nunchuck expert to have ever lived. Number 3. The time karate grandmaster Joe Louis was taught a valuable lesson in speed and power. Joe Louis tried to show Bruce Lee how effective and strong a karate punch can be. Bruce wasn't impressed and decided to show him how it's done. Well, the footage speaks for itself. Joe Louis ended up becoming good friends with Bruce Lee after this exhibition. Number 2. The time Taki Kimura witnessed Bruce Lee's incredible speed firsthand and decided to instantly stop doing karate so he could become Bruce Lee's top student. Taki Kimura was invited by Bruce Lee to one of his exhibitions. Bruce wanted Kimura to see what Jeet Kune Do was all about with his eyes instead of just explaining it to him. Kimura went along, and boy was he in for a surprise. He was completely blown away by Bruce Lee's speed, and from that day decided to dedicate himself fully to Bruce Lee and to Jeet Kune Do. At 96 years old, Taki Kimura is still alive and Bruce Lee's longest living student. Number 1. The time Bruce Lee knocked Dan Inosanto down while he was in mid-air. Dan Inosanto and Bruce Lee had become good friends in the 60s, and Bruce Lee asked him if he wanted to have a sparring match with him at the upcoming Long Beach tournament. Dan Inosanto said yes, but to his surprise, only days before the match was to take place, Bruce said, "It's not a normal sparring match. It's a real match because we will be wearing protective gear. Let's give the people a good fight." Dan Inosanto was surprised and begged Bruce to reconsider. Inosanto wanted the match to be rehearsed and was nervous that something would go wrong. Bruce said, "Relax, it's going to be fine." Bruce didn't go all out during the match. In fact, he was taking it easy on Inosanto. But for one small moment, Bruce showed everyone what he was capable of. The momentum of Inosanto coming flying in, combined with Bruce Lee's incredible accurate power punch, was enough to send Inosanto down to the canvas, even with protective gear on. Without the gear, Inosanto would have had a very bad day.